Welcome back. Coming up on 10 after the hour, hearing loss. It is not something that happens to any particular age group. It can hit anybody at any time. This morning, there are things that you can do to help save your hearing. Ansley Watson is at Northern Michigan Hearing to tell us more. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Well, I have found one thing out this morning. I have very small ear canals, so that's good to know. But joining me this morning is the owner of Northern Michigan Hearing, Greg Orlich. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
So our ears are really delicate things.
They are indeed, and it's very appropriate that you take care of what you have before it might be gone.
For sure. What are some of the most common ways that people lose their hearing?
Well, I think naturally is probably going to be the number one reason. However, if you're, let's say you're working in the mines, or you're just around sound continuously, that's going to be something that's going to be detrimental towards your ear health.
Do you see a lot of patients that come in and they're in complete denial that they have hearing loss?
I would say probably 9 out of 10 are in complete denial. However, 10 out of 10, it's, the family, the spouse, their friends, encouraging them to do something about it, because plain and simple, they're tired of repeating themselves. That's the main thing.
So if somebody comes in here and wants to either get a hearing aid or just get their ears checked out, what's kind of your process? What do you go through?
Well, first I'll get them in here, which they'll make a call or they'll stop by, or someone lets them know about me. Then we'll make an appointment. They'll come in. We'll go over a little bit of how you got to this point. Tell me about your ears, your history. Then we'll sit them down. We'll do a hearing screening, and we'll take the appropriate measure, whether it's come back and see me in a year, or come back in a week, but we'll do whatever we have to get you on board.
All right, well, we're actually going to make a mold of my inner ear.
We are.
So talk us through this. How are we doing this?
Well, what's going to happen is, in your ear right now, I've already placed a little plug. It's like a dam. So what we're going to do is we're going to inject almost like this bubblegum material into your ear, let it cure for a couple minutes, pull it out, and that will be what your ear looks like. And then from there, you can have hearing aids, swim plugs, ear protection, ear monitors, headphones, whatever you want, you can have made from that skeleton of what your ear looks like, the framework.
All right, well, let's go for it. Let's do it.
Let's have at her.
We did this a little bit earlier, and it feels kind of strange, but what kind of describe what's going in my ear again?
Yeah. So what happens is we have this kind of pre-mixed substance here, and basically it's as it is. It's like a bubble gum that will harden in your ear, and again, after a couple minutes, this will come out, and out will be what your ear looks like.
Here we go.
Okay.
I can hear it. It's like foaming up in my ear. There you go.
Okay.
And usually you can stick that plug pretty far down to the ear canal, is that right?
Yeah. Now I just went a little bit into there near your first bend, just to give you a little demonstration on what it kind of looks like. But ultimately, within a couple minutes, that'll come out, and you can do whatever you want with it.
All right. Well, Greg, thank you. When we come back, we'll get to see, I guess, what this looks like.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
talk more about that. So thank you for being with us this morning. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. You know what she never explained, though, is why she said she had small ear canals, and that's good to know, but she didn't explain why.
Just for fun, I assume. I want to see what she does with her little model that she's got.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, that'll be
I'm
interesting.
sure she'll find a way to display it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming back to the station.
So
it will be on her
gross.
desk somewhere, yeah.
That is one thing on her desk you will not touch, though, right?
Yeah, I'll stay away from that. I'll tell you
It
that
will
much.
never be missing. Well, we're getting ready.
Welcome back. Well, this morning we continue our conversation about ways to help prevent hearing loss, since today, of course, is National Save Your Hearing Day. Ansley Watson is at Northern Michigan Hearing, telling us a little bit more about it. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam. Check this out. So we
Gross.
put a mold into my outer ear, and this is what it looks like. Did you just say gross? This is very interesting to me. This is what my ear looks like. So this morning I'm joined by Greg Orlich, and he's the owner here at Northern Michigan Hearing. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Good. What were we doing here? Whenever we made this mold, what are you looking for? What do you do this for?
Well, these molds here, this is, it's something towards if you needed hearing protection, or you wanted a custom-made pair of headphones or maybe that style of hearing aid, but basically it gives me the framework of what your outer ear looks like. So now I can take these blue molds that you see here and send them to the appropriate, company, and they can make whatever it is that you want made from them.
Now, when it comes to hearing loss, it's not that you just lose all of your hearing. You could lose
Correct.
certain frequencies of your hearing.
Absolutely. So what someone like myself does is I'll do a range of different frequencies, okay? So I'll test these frequencies, see at what level you hear this frequency or that frequency. And then on the back end, when it comes time to, let's say, choosing the appropriate hearing device, what I'll do is I'll basically give a prescription to your hearing aid. So if you need X amount of decibels in this frequency or in this frequency to make up that loss, then that's what I'll do. I'll give these hearing aids the appropriate, prescription for you, if you will.
Now, hearing aids seem to have come a long ways.
Oh.
Look at these. I mean, this is hardly anything that's going in your ear now. Describe how these are different from what they used to be.
Well, in the past, they looked like, I call these gumballs, okay? So this is grandparents, parents, 20, 30 years ago were wearing, okay? This right here, it's good for certain, appropriate hearing levels now for hearing losses, but most of the people that leave my office, if need be, they will go with something more modern like this, okay? This right here is the only thing that you have to put in your ear canal, whereas, this right here, you're basically cramming your big toe in your ear, okay? So this feels a little bit better and it's more comfortable, a little more discreet, and like yourself, if you have hair, it's going to cover the hearing aid behind your ear. So this is the way to go nowadays here.
What are some of the preventative measures we can do to kind of maybe avoid some of this hearing loss down the road?
Yeah, just ear protection, hearing protection. So if you're out there, thinking that you can't get got with the hearing bug, when you're on your lawnmower or you're shooting guns or you're at work in a loud environment, it's crucial and it's beneficial for you to protect your hearing. Wear the appropriate ear muffs or wear the little foam blocks in your ears. Do something because it's going to take its effect later on down the road. Just a matter of time.
So if somebody walks through the doors here, they need a hearing test, what would you do for them?
Well, again, they'd come in here and, I'd get their ear health and I'd talk to them, ask them a few questions. Basically, then I would sit them down, we'd take a hearing test, and I'd go over that with them, show them that, hey, left ear, right ear, both ears, this frequency, that frequency. And what's in your best interest moving forward to fix this issue here. So, and I'll take the time. I'll go over things thoroughly. I'll make sure why perhaps you're at this point. And then we'll just go from there.
A huge thing you said was balance. You need to be balanced out.
Yep.
How does that work? I mean, one ear can have less hearing loss or more hearing loss than the other ear.
Yep. It's at the end of the day, whether it's without hearing aids or through the use of hearing aids, you would like to be balanced. So you want both ears registering at the same volume. Okay. So if we test you and your left ear is worse than your right ear, what we'll do is at the end of the day, we want you to both ears be here. So if we need to give you 30 miles an hour in this ear and 60 miles per hour in this ear, but we're ending at 100, one's a little more powerful, but at the end of the day, you're balanced. You're not turning your head still to hear people speak. You're hearing everything as you should, this ear, that ear, behind you, in front of you.
Is there anything else you would like to say about people who may not know about saving your hearing?
Just come on in and have it checked. If you feel that you're at a loss, or your spouse, or your friends, or somebody's harping at you to have your ears tested, chances are there's probably a reason. So come on down here. I'd be more than happy to do a free hearing screening with you, let you know where you're at, and if you're good, then come back in a year and we'll retest you. However, if it shows a loss, then be prepared for me to let you know. So.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you
I'm
for
actually
having me.
really excited to see what the inside of my ear looks like, even though that might be a little strange. So thanks for being with us this morning.
Absolutely.
Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.